Hey, now that I have the back deck all completed and finished, I'm going to work on yet another feature that's going to add a little pizzazz to the porch. Stay tuned, I'll share with you what I mean. It's going to be good. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is the Homestead building series. What I'm doing is upgrading, finishing projects, painting things, just making things look nice for my wife and I. I call it feathering the nest. We got the deck all done. Didn't it turn out really nice? If you guys seen the previous video, you'd know what I was talking about. With all the free stuff and cheap stuff I was able to outfit the deck with. Yeah. So look at the deck. Looks nice, don't it? One of the extra features I put to the deck that I didn't mention in the show is that I added cornices up here because I had to set the posts back, notch them to support this beam, so it left that extra space. So that inspired me to build some cornices. Now with this episode, I'm going to be building some corbels. Yep. Let me share with you what I got. I went down to my local building supply house. Well, it's a bargain builder's warehouse is what it's called. And I bought these Corbels. I got enough for the carport. They were $12 each. A little spendy. I had a little bit of the money at the time, but I wanted to add these features to all of my porches and the carport. So the carport beams are going to have, or posts are going to have corbels. The new front porch is going to have corbels. And I'm going to go ahead and add them here, but I couldn't afford to buy a lot of these. So let me show you what I'm jerry-rigging. Disassembling one, I went ahead and broke it down to this feature. I'm going to use this as a template and also use these measures as the template to be able to get the width that I want to fit this deck, because this is way too wide for the application I have. So what I did is I went down to Lowe's and I purchased 3, I might need to get more, 1 inch by 2 inch by 8 foot long boards. And then I also got 2, I only needed 1 I found out, of these 1 inch by 8 inch wide by 10 foot long boards. Let me show you how I'm going to make this, and we'll start with this feature. I'm going to start right here and marry this up to the edge and the end, and this should go ahead and trace out the design. And to save material, I'm just going to go ahead and use as less material as I can by marrying this up right here. And of course, tracing it out again. So you can see how much is going to be waste, not much. So I'll flip this over here and continue the pattern all the way down the board. Let's see how many of these I can get on one 10 foot long board by 8 inches wide. Now this measures 8 inches this way by 11 inches this way. So let's count how many we have. I came up with 20. I only need 10 for this porch here. And the front porch's design, I'm only going to need 2, 4, 6, 8 for the front porch. And then I have enough for the carport. So I'm going to have 2 left over. But that's okay. We could find a creative way to use those. But I got my board, one board, I got 20 of these pieces, enough for 10 sections. So let's get this cut up. Okay, let's start cutting this down with a skill saw. And now comes the tedious task of scrolling with the jigsaw. Two down, 18 to go. We'll be right back. Okay, I've got this part of the corbels done. We're gonna go ahead and set these aside. And now I'm going to cut these boards. Like I mentioned earlier, this bottom one is 11 inches. This top one is 13 inches. Total, that's 24 inches. So we're just gonna take my 1x2s and cut them in 24-inch lengths for now. Now the short piece is 11 inches, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure 11 inches and cut every one of them 11 inches off, and it should give me the exact number I need. Okay, I need a 1/2 inch spacer for in there. Okay, I found something exactly a 1/2 inch, and also I got to draw some lines down the center length of these boards so I can pre-tap where my screw holes are going to go. So when I screw in the screws, the wood doesn't split. So let me show you what I got. Yeah, this tile is exactly 1/2 inch, so this will place it exactly where I need it to be. Just like that. So we'll have the same on both sides. But I need to draw a line for my guide. So this is exactly 1/2 the depth of this. So I'm going to just go lay that on its side, take this, and draw my guideline. And do it to all of them. Now I gotta pre-drill the holes on this end, so I'll just figure out where my center is here, because my board is going like this. And what I'll do is I'll take another board and just draw my line here like this. Long one, short one. Short one on the outside. Pre-tap. And then pre-tap. And pre-tap. And the first corbel is assembled. Now all I gotta do is paint it and then add another special feature. We'll be right back with that and we'll begin painting. Now that we've assembled all of our corbels that I'm gonna need for this back deck, I'm gonna paint them now. Same paint I used on the trim for the house, because they're gonna stay consistent with the colors. And all we're going to do is apply the paint. Yeah, it's going to take a couple of coats of paint. That's all right. We'll just do what we can. Yeah, it looks like there's a storm moving in. I checked with my wife and she goes, we do have rain, wind, and thunder coming in. And we also have smoke blowing in from a wildfire that's over on the other side of the 2 counties over. So I'm going to try to paint what I can. If I have to move it into the greenhouse, I will. But we're going to go ahead and finish up the painting and we'll be right back. So we've come to a new step in the PIZZAZ for the porch. I got my corbels all done, painted. The paint's dry. I went online to Amazon and I bought these wood carved or carved wood appliques that are going to be going on to the corbels. We're going to glue them on or nail them on, however I decide to put them on. But I want to paint them red. This is colonial red. Why? Because it ties in a little bit of the accents with the porch. We got a little bit of red there. Colonial red on the door. These little features I hung on the rails. Painted those red. This little piece I got from the thrift shop hanging on the wall. That rose is painted red, so it makes sense to paint these red, colonial red, to kind of like tie it in together. So let's get these painted up, and then we'll affix them to the Corbel. I'm going to put several coats on these. I want them nice and protected and coated. I've got 20 of them because I have 10 Corbels that go on this back porch. I got to order some more later for the carport Corbels and the front porch Corbels when I get that constructed. Go in from the other side, make sure I get all the nooks and crannies, especially the crannies. Then also hit it from the side. Remember the crannies. These are going to look so nice. So we'll let that sit and dry, and I'll hit them with another coat of paint. Meantime, I'm going to go inside and render another video. So I'll be back in a video second. Okay, I've got my carved wood appliques painted, ready to glue on. The glue I'm using is Gorilla Glue. Yep, it's a Gorilla Clear Grip adhesive glue. Let's get these positioned where I want them on these Corbels. I'm just going to do 3 dots. That should hold it. But I want to be able to remove them down the road. Whoop! Well, these can be removed. Look at them. When I get these fastened to the deck post, then my deck will be completed. I gotta order a new porch light though. We have some sun, we have some spotted clouds here. It froze last night. I'm so glad I put my plants indoors in the greenhouse and closed the windows because it got down to 31 degrees last night. But we got some warm sun. I'm taking advantage of this nice weather to finish this deck up. Okay, let's turn these over and apply them on the other side. I wanted to glue them in case, instead of nailing them, because I was afraid it might split the wood with nails. So I'm just putting a spot of glue to hold them on. And that should do, because down the road, if I should ever have to repaint these, which I will, I can just take a little putty knife and carefully pry these off, repaint these, and reapply them. Tell me down in the comments what you guys think about my design. I just like things really nice. Like I said, my wife and I have champagne taste but a beer budget. I think these only cost, they come in a bag of 4 each, and they cost about $4 per package, so about $1 a applique. And I'll set this in my shop back for another day because I do have to do the ones all crossed on the carport, which is my next project I'll be doing, and then the deck. I hope I can get it all done before the rains come. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, it's time to put them in place. So the Corbels are done. An added feature to them is glue-on painted carved wood appliques to give it a little bit more champagne taste on a beer budget. Yep, that's what we do. Got the lattice done, got the deck rebuilt. This completes the project. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, we're a frugal homestead. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Hey, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I could change those out if I need to. My wife was thinking more of the scroll work on the, but I don't have a good scroll saw. I'll have to look for one so I can do a good and proper one that she's happy with. Anyway, this will suit me just fine for now. Hope she likes it. Be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in my next adventure. Bye-bye now.